And those things they came out with, yeah, they buy better to wire say Ghana na yetino. Sa nyoma na ebi isi ana, na sa nyoma na edi ku ba other countries ebi betumi si, because ku ankasa obika se ku a it is a magnet. Ku fan se bibi te se magnet ene da ho. Ena eye magnet so ayebubu in pieces. I don't know if any steam no. Onya one big magnet say ena there are two tables so. Ena was ayebubu magnet ni bi no was spread a good TV no so, a table no so. Now what happens is say sa kese no, because it was sa power and I say it was attention no. What it does is enkete na one chani nyina no, anytime kese de be move bia no, it attracts the small ones. Maybe some is simple, some be obeti asiye. Inti ate say a war. Inti a war nankasa na esiwo no. Mother B nankasa na a war na esiwo no. Sa bees no wo hu ni nyina no. Anytime na mother B no and I say a war no, ube move a war no. E ho na bees ni nyina be ugo. Na yanfa bees is a different kinds of problems. Now let's read this. Na me chewa Devi. The face of an e-scammer. The face of an e-scammer. Let me enlarge this picture for everyone to have an idea of what we are talking about. This is Akufo Addo. And you know the certificate. Wait. Fake slangs. Fake borrowed accent. Wow, bonwa. Name bon kwapure. Wow, bonwa. Wait. Third class who? Bibita third class ya nkasa oko school wa ha. Bibi tina Ghana na ekro funta unya third class I say school ye do din shem sa wo ka ho. Third class nana onyeduna third class en onya no Legon. Economics oko now bro take on riba ya or a lawyer and ye jiminti ye say nana be ma tintin grammar nana de lawyer ubusa the question person umu ade dabi. Now Akufo has been speaking for the past 2 days and then some no oka. Nana Danko Akufo has been speaking about e-levy. Mate say, eye atuguba, I hope if I get it wrong, I'm sorry, sir. Atuguba, and so aka something about coup. Now, two things in here. Let's merge it and see, say, the atuguba can about coup, which is inevitable, no? Any e-levy, no? Did he make a statement any substance, Biana? Now, Atubuga said, if things don't change, if we don't move away from certain things we are doing as a nation, coup is inevitable. And he backed his statement with facts. Now, Akufo Addo too has been speaking about e-levy. And then the e-levy he's speaking about, Ghana for informal during COVID. So, Nana Addo Akufo Addo has avoided one thing. And that thing shows to say he does not respect you. Now, I'm mentioning my Devi. See this. An economy with few people paying direct taxes can witness a rapid transformation. An economy with few people paying direct taxes can't witness a rapid transformation. Or say, a kura anasa economy nipa dodo no entua taxes no e betumi affect the growth of that economy. Sa ekuro no emusika sem ene nyoma mtoto no eso ebe brasi anase entumi ntumpon if you say dodo na nipa dodo no mo Ghana no omuntua taxes a enya ade yi betuma koyinim we Akufo Addo. He's talking more about e-levy, right? Inti the point in yana say yentua more taxes send ye beya Ghana benya ntuma pefra. Listen to Akufo Addo again. I say 5.6% GDP growth in COVID-19 times, much better than 3.4 under Mahama. Or say onokra no, why are there to the point to say Mahama enya COVID biya. Mahama GDP time ano kona 5.6. And na ono during COVID-19 a waji ewiase sike nyina wedi no. Ono na economy no GDP at 3.4 into ono why are there che Mahama. Mahama na so abona 5.6 no. And the men okay say we Kwame Nkrumah project magnificent Ghana. Mahama project in Kwana or Ghana. And the economy na run no, it is running economy na it is running on Mahama's economy. When I say it is running on Mahama's economy, when it comes to infrastructure, toa ni ejeje, roads ejeje, schools sisi, every government institution to say, hospitals, ni nyina small taxes nyana hono and run economy no. 5.6. He was able to build a resilient economy at the end of the day, no, even being out of power, no. This 3.6 economy, I see COVID by the whole world mouse cano. You have been able to do better than Mahama, no. Or not the Oja 5.6, no. That is what is running your economy now. And even 5.6, no, what he left you could not sustain it. And then we have just 6 billion cedis to keep your government afloat. See, I say 6 billion Akufo Addo peno. On case up 6 billion, areas of Ghana, your problem. Or say up 6 billion to keep the government afloat. Meaning say, yeah, pe bibia chienum, enye bibia di ye japade. Eji ya kase 11 na 6 billion no, enye never solve Ghana problem o. Yeah, ji 6 billion na chienum nde. I outside gentility home cry. Ochina na ehu de be. This is Akufo Addo. So we tie the conversation at tie me busa wasembi. Only Akufo Addo say E-levy is E-levies the price. E-levies the price we must pay for Ghana beyond aid. It is in your own interest. Akufo Addo say E-levy na omoji no eya die bia abaya dia e was say baso e was say jitum by force to force. If we say E-levy ni anja ntuma ye ne bebre o say E-levy no ye jituma ye na ebeboaye enye say eya die bia ebekuyo o say E-levy no ayete say ebetoda ayete say angel cream E-levy no ayete say eye yarebia eduro ye na ebeboaye ye ne interest into no the E-levy buy na kan famba. So we study Akufo Addo in these few days. There's one thing that he has moved away from, and not just moving away from because he doesn't remember. So we study Akufo Addo kasemu nyina. There's one thing on person beka. Eye den ene ye hia E-levy sisia. Ena 2. E-levy no eye wine fault. Enti na ye economy no e break it down. Because the moment you don't tell the people at kudiente here E-levy no and a wine a mass problem no be down no, the people will not have that interest to give you any money. Because yet Akufo Addo has not been able to open his mouth to criticize himself or his government for their mismanagement into Nyawaha. Akufo Addo person Ghana for TS say every action his government has taken led by him no is a perfect action, but in Nyawaha 6 billion Ghana cedis. Why hasn't he been able, boldly enough, why hasn't he been able to come out to tell Ghanaians to say, we the government, we are taking majority of the blame because maybe our expenditure, the way we run our project, the way we spend, the way we are using money, the way I am blowing cash, the way I have too many ministers, the way we are not, in fact, putting anything in our economy, no, the government now, I am the leader, no, we are blaming ourselves 80% for the problem we have today. But now Akufo Addo is now turning the whole conversation and making Ghana for think say E-levy no here because yen cause a problem no. Who has caused the problem for us to need E-levy before we can move ahead? Until the government, until the president comes to that realization to accept the fact to say through his mismanagement, Anthony here 6 billion to stay afloat now. No Ghanaian should take their money or support E-levy because it is showing clearly say osa mano E-levy biema obeba asa be blame for misikana or sako misuse because if you need money from the people, you want them to pay new taxes, you need to tell them why we are here and who is managing the economy. The person managing the economy is you. Now, if you are the one managing the economy and you say your vice president is the best economist, your brother who is the finance minister is the best finance minister, you yourself, you're the most intelligent person. Now you're bedruha, now see here 6 billion. You need to let them understand what you did wrong for us to get here. Because so okay say COVID, you need to chrome her, and now we saw the amount of money that came in. The amount of money Ghana got is more than the COVID problems. And here, we in fact got more money than our problems. Now, for Akufo Addo, trying to avoid this particular field, because on say a landmines, he'll blow himself up. Because any president, any government who wants the people to know, say they are a listening government and that they are working for the people, they will first account So what Akufo was supposed to do first was supposed to tell Ghanaians, we are taking blame for this, because without our mismanagement, we wouldn't be here asking for just 6 billion to survive as a nation. So he needs to take the blame first and let people know the measures he's going to take as a president, and send a bedroom, because nobody is thinking now, even in the near future, to accept e-levy. Now that shows clearly that the president does not respect you people. Akufo who Ghana for some way Jimmy, because the issue is on person because on a problem no, but oh yes, can free or besa ko diska no asante no because mo na mo problem, because basically what Akufo is doing is he's telling us saying a problem no enyo no. At the end of the day, from 2017 January, we have been paying taxes to Akufo. We have been paying taxes to this government. None of us Ghana for tax nobody. Every single tax we have paid from 2017 besinde ni nyina ko Akufo ho. Intende niska I see abusa ade konti niska ontumi kase covid, because covid ye nyina wa hu ska enyae. Health Minister Kweka Chair say 430 million na World Bank remind yendin wie, meaning say there's still money. So you cannot turn around and say COVID, no, it is in our interest. It is not in our interest though. It is in your interest. It is you who want the money. Tell us how we got here. President President the first thing he would have done was to let the people know, say he's accepting that he has failed. He's accepting that this economic team led by the vice president, they could not do what he was expecting them to do, and that we need to turn a new leaf. I am going to change my finance minister. I'm going to make sure that the way we do our economics here, we change the way we approach things, our taxes, our expenditure. But the president is failing to let you people know he has mismanaged. He has failed. Where is he going to blame? Who is he going to blame now? He's going to blame we, the same people he's begging to pay e-levy. It doesn't make sense for the president to blame Ghanaians. It's not in our interest. In fact, 98% of Ghanaians don't want e-levy. The main reason is the president is not telling us why we got here and why we need the e-levy. The president should tell us, we are the managers. We have failed. If nobody has supported us during COVID-19, Akufo will have that case, would have that moral right to say that, you know what, COVID-19 hit here, nobody helped Ghana. No money came in. So it is about time we helped ourselves. But we saw the amount of money that came into the system. Account for those monies, you have not spoken about it. Akufo has failed to even speak about accounting for e-levy funds. Today he's saying that it is in our interest. It is not in our interest, because your term 6 billion mouse is here. You will go and squander it. You go and mess it up. Or the high jet. Or the go jantra for. Or the go numji. Or the go aqua shower sing. So we want to know. Tell us, how did we get here? Who are you blaming? If you are turning around to blame us, the taxpayers, then you are mad. You are crazy. Because if we didn't want this country to move forward, from 2017, no Ghanaian would have paid e-levy and taxes in Ghana. We have willingly paid taxes, thinking that you are more intelligent to use our taxes well. If today we don't have money, you have to blame yourself and your managers, because you are bad managers. You could not save or keep our money. Mo asebio brofuna didn't do amamono. Akufo per se or check Ghana for say ye mum ne problem no na enye ono na aban no. Nti yansan fa ejimi NG 11 tum, because ye ne be boy na enye ono. Na question ne say, wo Akufo Addo, wo na ye tue tax nyina amaw. Say ende sika ni wa wan na edi sika no. Akufo Addo tumi kan check Ghana for say COVID-19 tin ehia 11. No, because ye nim sika dodo a aba Ghana. Tia na health minister ka je sika ne kwa de aka. Yatia na sofa Akufo aka say sika ne de bi wo ho. Mo be account a wo Akufo Addo wo ne parliamentarians say mo mpene me nya account. What dan ho aka say ye de ya ma 11 number ye blame you, because ye ne interest wo ye kromfo wo ye wi. What you have to tell us ne say Ghana for me fail mo. Ghana for taxes are major from 2017 ebe sin de no. COVID by no ye nya sika into solve COVID problem no. 6 billion here a mismanagement as the leader. My brother the finance minister, the Abozeke Baumia, ye na ye fail mo into sremo. We have failed. We have mismanaged your money. Please give us one more shot by making sure e-levy passes. Ni an say unim nyansa na unim nyansa. Then yen consider say ye be boa my e-levy, but at this point Akufo has turned around insulting us. Oje say American president Becca says America for come to no. Omotia taxes are be do this point. Upon all the taxes they've paid. Now Joe Biden and Becca say, you know what? we want you people to get us $6 billion or else you people is in your interest to. Boni to actually. Kunu. Kaze wa bodam. Ye tia taxes from 2020. Obedi president. Ye tia bedun there. Kaze say for $6 billion. But yes, America begu. Ni ebusa se when the mismanages kana okaje say ai mo interest to. Wonya president, uyo fui. Now, the issue about coup atubuga ekaye no. Let's link this. Na me magana fo adwumum bi enche se coup ne de it is inevitable. Coup ebesi. Last time I can I say in Kura Ghana nyina Africa nyina coup esisi su nyina to say Sudan, Guinea, Chad, Mali, Burkina Faso. Omunya anka mo peace to say enia. But obi actions entina ema coup see. Now atubiga say coup no de the probability of coup esi or Ghana no it is high. I don't expect any Ghanaian to have a problem because we say first to say a day na Cuba. What causes that? A day na ma or might be etumika say see adie e was say a G-mind free aban we say maybe a soldier for and as a group be a mokrodum. A day na ma ema omokasa the actions of the people are yet to me ashomunsa. In fact, say if you want to look at the issue very well, when you take a research done by Institute for Security Studies, from ISSR, they have actually put reasons together why in Oba Africa there is lot of coups. Especially when it comes to sub-Saharan Africa, you see lot of coups. Untuba Busa say, Argentina recently, Africa has to see any coup no air dosa. These are questions you'll be asking yourself. Now, ISS for no research me, and they came out with some results check clearly at the Contia coup isi. And those things they came out with, yeah, they buy better to why say Ghana na yetino. Sa nyoma na ebi isi ana na sa nyoma na edi coup ba other countries ebi betumi isi because coup ankasa obika say coup a it is a magnet. Coup fan say bibi to say magnet ene da ho. Ena eye magnet so you put in pieces. I don't know if any steam no. Only one big magnet say and there are two tables so. And what's a bubu magnet ni be no was spread a good TV no so a table no so. Now what happens they say sa kese no because it was sa power and I say it was attention no. What it does is enketenkete na one chani nyina no anytime kese be move bia no it attracts the small ones. Maybe some is simple say na be obetiase ye. Inti ate say a war. Inti a war nankasa na esiwo no. Mother B nankasa na a war na esiwo no. Sa bees no wo hu ni nyina no. Anytime na mother B no anase a war no ube move a war no. E ho na bees ni nyina be ugo. Na yamfa bees is a different kinds of problems. Now let's read this na me chewa debi. When you read the report from ISS, that is the Institute for Security Studies, this is what they say. A full report you can go and read. In 2014, the African Union Peace Security Council, PSC, noted that unconstitutional changes of government originated from deficiencies in governance. Greed is one. Greed. I'm going to say, nyoma wemo enema coup is see, especially when it comes to the sub-Saharan Africa. I'm going to say greed is one. Two, selfishness. You will be able to say Ghana for say in some America can greet selfishness. Akufo Addo aban we mu no yehu bia na say yehu bi. We go for it say mismanagement of diversity. Mismanagement of diversity. And also something in Ghana ebetumi akosi ku ana. When you go for it, it says this manipulation of constitutions and their revision through unconstitutional means to serve a narrow interest. I mean, kind of be, I say, manipulation of constitutions and their revision through unconstitutional means to serve a narrow interest. Have we seen anything like that? The Supreme Court in the end before election 2020. Birth certificate cannot be accepted. Whose interest was that in? Selfishness. Are we seeing something like that? Are some people selfish in there? We are talking about something like greed. Among for any bradiana, a japa, PDS. Is it a group of people? Many bradiana. When you go on, it says this: human rights violation. And the Ghana no, have they gone against human rights? Have people's rights been violated? Yatuaba, 9 people were killed. We were here. People went to the Volta region. What did they do to them? Some Ghanaians were not allowed to vote. Disenfranchised Sal. We are talking about human rights violations. How people are being treated today. Okasani Achwakoshem. Oliver Eshe inside. Bobi Ansa Niacho. Today, people cannot speak. Their fundamental human right is being trampled upon by the sitting government. These are all recipes that will cause coup and has caused several coups in West Africa and the Sub-Saharan Africa. Almost as then, unwillingness to accept electoral defeats. Unwillingness to accept electoral defeat. 2020 elections, we were here. The EC did everything possible to make sure say the defeat now Akufo you defeating he or she, the EC did everything possible to protect Akufo and to make Akufo the president. The Supreme Court tried to make sure say there were winning aban ya be Jeff in him. I'm making sure say J Mensa never entered the box. These are recipes for coup. Now my person will say in Ghana today, do you have anything like that happening under Akufo? When you go forward, you see, so we've talked about corruption are all major contributors to unconstitutional changes of government and popular uprising. In terms of under a regime and coup is inevitable. And these are some of the researchers Atubigamo had read and other ones, and they were pointing to that direction, say the signals are there. It is clearly showing, say, when you look at these things and you cannot run away from it when it comes to Ghana, it is showing clearly, say, it will attract what we call coup, because the tension in the middle is attracting all these things. Let's go back again. You see something like greed, selfishness, mismanagement of diversity, failure to seize opportunities, marginalization. How people have been marginalized in Ghana. And over Ghana, we are Teni and the tribe DNM, how some communities have been marginalized. Yaka Salfo, Yamoma and Tuaba, Omea Santofo and Combeto, Bomea and Wanafono, Yamoma. These are all recipes and Akufo. And this is a research by the Institute for Security Studies. And they know, sir, Omwe studies when you know who is research no who say sa war na ACC was Sudan, war na ACC was Guinea, ACC was Chad, Mali, Burkina Faso, and the ones to come. No, these are the prime suspects, and all these things I've stated here, they are under Akufo manifesting 100%. Ninyina manifeste, ninyina show. These are all small magnets. The bigger magnet is attracting. And in no time, these small magnets, when they join the bigger force or the bigger magnet, it explodes. It becomes too powerful that a sitting government cannot handle. And that is the power the people have, that they will topple a government. It could be the military. It could be a group. It could be the people themselves, which is civilians, citizens arrest, and citizens take over. So these things are Atubuga Eka with facts backing it. Akufo-Addo's government don't want to accept and take it serious and make sure, say, those pointers are dealt with. Made sure that we have a level playing ground, democracy shared, making sure, say, we don't marginalize people. We don't try to use the constitution, change things in the constitution. We know what Akufo-Addo has done to the constitution, some part of it. We don't make sure, say, if even we have been defeated in an election, we will manipulate through the Supreme Court and the EC. These are the things that causes coup. So Atubiga is a prophet in disguise. He's sending the message to the president, say, put down your ego, sit back, analyze and make some self-reflection and know that coup is inevitable. The guy is not calling for doom. The guy is cautioning against doom. Atubiga, from the things he said and the facts he put out there, he isn't calling doom. He isn't saying we should get to that point. He is trying to caution Ghanaians, caution Ghana against doom. So we sit here and we think those pointers are politics. Those pointers will favor the opposition. Those pointers will destroy us. So we need to understand. We have to come to that realization. and have to understand the actions of the government, the president and his people, he calls cabinet members, the action of a certain government, the actions will call for a coup. And all the things that I've stated here, they are all recipe. And these recipes we're talking about, they are all under Akufo-Addo's government. Atubiga never. He has never said we should destroy this nation through coup. He's cautioning the country against coup because the pointers are too clear. A certain president today cannot even meet UTAC one-on-one to discuss their problems. A president today, 9 people have been killed. He's not been able to speak on it once. A president today, as we speak, the country's economy is in the gutters. He has not been able to build the country, to tell everybody that, you know what, I have failed. A president whose ego is bigger than his shrinking balls. A president who thinks only locking up journalists, locking up CSO rep members, only intimidating people can keep him in power. A president who uses the judiciary, he uses the EC to win an election, to take power that does not belong to him. A president who instructs the military to kill its own citizens. This is a clear signal that coup is inevitable. And remember, when they say coup is not only from the military. Civilians can start a coup. Groups can start a coup. So don't think it's the military, it's only the military that can start a coup. We need to start thinking. Kandapa is too old to handle our security. Ambrose Derry is too ignorant to be somebody who is briefed about intelligence. Let me tell you, we don't have a nation. We don't have people who will start thinking and making sure say our democracy and future is intact. We are sitting on a time bomb. I am not a bad prophet. I am just a messenger. Atubiga is not a bad prophet. He is just a messenger. He is conveying a message to you, cautioning you people from what he has read and the research he has. I have told you from day one, we are here to make sure our democracy is protected. We are here to make sure our democracy is protected. Nana Addo Akufo-Addo does not believe in democracy. All the things you are seeing on the screen clearly shows that coup in Ghana is inevitable. The Levy thing he's talking about, if he's a president who thinks, who is smart, he will accept that he has failed and that the people should give him another chance, his party another chance to correct the mistakes. But he's turning around to tell you people that you are the problem. And these are the things that get the people angry. These are the things that annoy the people. These are the things that put the youth on the street. You see, if something is inevitable, you see, chedia, and I said, chedia a benwono, a blow which is inevitable. It's a chedia a benwono, jenentem. Akufo-Addo is lucky that some people are speaking today and giving him signals and showing him facts, showing him research about what is about to happen. If he's smart, if he's intelligent, if he's honest, if he's not a fool, he will sit back and think and start correcting his mistakes. I keep telling you, coup from the actions of this president and this government is inevitable. A word to a wise is enough.